Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 7 factorization exercise 7.6 question number 5. In question number 5, this is given that complete the addition subtraction box. You can see this is the addition and subtraction box. We need to complete it. Okay, so if you 10 if you proceed left to right, then this is addition. If you proceed up to down, this is subtractions. Okay, so what you feel in this box, so it means that if you sum 2 by 3 and 4 by 3, the result is here, you can write. Okay, so student, you know very well how to sum two fractions, how to add two fractions here. So in this array indicate the positive, this is plus. If you plus both, then you can fill this box. Okay, so you know very well here if you add 2 by 3 plus 4 by 3, so you can see the both fractions 2 by 3 and 4 by 3 are like terms. Why this is like terms? Because here their denominator have same. If two or more fractions which have same denominators or equal denominators, then you can say they are like terms. Clear? So their denominator are same. So if the fraction have same denominator, so we add or subtract only their numerator. Okay, so here we can write 3 and we add their numerator. The 2 is the numerator of this fraction and 4 is the numerator of second fraction. 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is equal to what? 6 by 3. 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. So you can write here 6 by 3. Clear? 6 by 3 is equal to what? 6 by 3 is equal to, you can write here 2. 6 by 2. 6 by 3 is equal to, you can write here 2. This is clear? Now, the next, here what you can write here? 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 is equal to 1. So in here we can write in this box 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3. So 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 is equal to 1. Here you can see this fraction and this fraction, the both fractions have denominator 3. Means that they are like terms. In the like terms, we add only their numerators. Okay, so we can write here 3 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is equal to what? 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 by 3. So you can write 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is equal to, you can write 1. You can see in this box the question number 5 here. Then complete the addition subtraction box. We need to complete it. First here given 2 by 3, 4 by 3, and here this you can see this arrow. This represent addition. If you sum them and you write here, again you sum them, you write here. For this box, you can see this arrow comes up to down. It means if you subtract 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3, then you write here. Again you subtract this to this, you write here. Again you subtract this into this, you can write here. This is clear? So now you can see we fill this gaps, this box 6 by 3, 3 by 3. Okay, now here if you want to fill here, then you subtract 1 by 3 from 2 by 3. So you can write here. Write here 2 by 3, 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Here you can see the both fraction 2 by 3 and 1 by 3 have same denominators, it means that they are like terms. In the case of like terms, we subtract only their numerator. So 2 is the numerator of first fractions and 1 is the numerator of second fraction. So for this you can write it like this. First write here 3 and here we subtract only their numerator 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is equal to what? 2 minus 1 is equal to what? 2 minus 1 you can write here. This is equal to 1 by 3. 2 minus 1 you know very well, this is equal to 1. So we have here 1 by 3. So you can write here 1 by and 3. Clear? Now the next box is here. You fill here. If you subtract 1 by 3 from 2 by 3, then you obtain 1 by 3. Now in this question, in these brackets, okay, what you fill here? So for this we subtract, you can observe this arrow. This is can indicate fill this bracket to subtract. Okay, you subtract 2 by 3 from 4 by 3. It means that 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Clear? You can write here 4 by 3. 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Again you can see 4 by 3 and 2 by 3, they are like terms because in both fractions have same denominator 3. So in the case of addition or subtraction of like terms, you add or subtract only their numerators. Okay, so we write denominator as it is and 3. Here we subtract their numerators. So here you can see the numerator of first fraction is 4 minus numerator of second fraction is 2. So 4 minus 2 is equal to what? 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So in this way you have 2 by 3. If you subtract 2 by 3 from 4 by 3, then you obtain 2 by 3. So you can fill here what? You can fill here 2 by 3. Clear? Now for this bracket you can add 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, then you obtain the result you can write here, or you can subtract 3 by 6 by 3 minus 3 by 3, get the result you can write here. So both way you can fill this bracket. Okay, so first you can see if we add them, if we add 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, because this runs according to this arrow. So 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 is equal to what? Okay, so you can see here if we add 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. 1 by 3 and 2 by 3 both are like terms. So all of you know, in the case of like terms, we add or subtract their numerators, okay, of the fraction. So here we can write 3. This is denominator of the both fractions, and we add. This is a case of addition. So we add only their what? We add only their numerators. So numerator is 1 and 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So you can write here 3 by 3. It's become 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is equal to, you can write 1. Okay. Also you can verify it if you want to write the result from this minus this. Then also you obtain 3 by 3. Let's see. If you want to fill this box by the subtraction 3 by 3 from 6 by 3, then you also obtain 3 by 3. Let's see. Okay, so let's see how to we subtract and how can we fill this boxes. The result will be same or not. Here if we add 1 by 3 and 2 by 3, then we obtain 3 by 3. When you subtract, if you follow this arrows, then we subtract 6 by 3 minus 3 by 3, then we also obtain 3 by 3. So let's see. Yeah, 6 by 3 minus 3 by 3. So here you can see the both fractions 6 by 3 and 3 by 3 have like terms because it's a like fraction, because its denominator have same. The same denominator is 3. So in the case of like fraction, addition and subtractions, we do only for addition and subtractions, we subtract or add their only numerators. Okay, so you can see, you can write here 3, and here numerator is 6, so you can write 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. This is equal to 3 by 3. Clear? So student, you can see in both way, if you plus them 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, we also obtain 3 by 3, and if you follow this range, minus, if you subtract 6 by 3 minus 3 by 3, then you also obtain 3 by 3. So in this way you complete this addition subtraction box. So student, I hope all of you understood this part, these questions. This is part A of question number 5. Now we are going to discuss next part of question number 5. What have in next B part of question number 5? Let's see. So here you can see this is the B part of question number 5. This is box. We need to complete the addition subtraction box. This is the addition subtraction box. If you add them, you can see this 0, this indicated. If you fill this box, you can sum this 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Then you can fill here. Again you can sum 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. Then you can fill right here. And in this box, you can see this 0. Okay. If you comes up to down, then you subtract them. You can write here. Again, if you come up to down, you can subtract them and write here. For this, you can add both boxes and you can write here. Or you can subtract both boxes. You can write here. Okay. Now, so you can see. So first we fill this box. So for this we add this into this. Okay. So the fraction is given here 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So what is the sum? Sum of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Okay. So here you can see 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 both have different denominators, so it have like terms. Okay. So and 2 and 3, the denominator is 2 and 3, both are prime numbers. So for this we can add them. How can we add them? We can add, multiply 3 into 1, 3 plus you multiply 2 into 1, 2, again we multiply 2 into 3, it becomes 6. Okay. So 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2 if you add, then we have to mark 5, 5 by 6. Clear? So you can write here 5 by 6. Now again here 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, this is equal to what? For this we add them 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 is equal to. Here also you can see both fractions are unlike fractions because their denominator is different. So you can write their LCM. What is the LCM between 3 and 4? 3 is prime number, 4 is composite number. They are not multiple to each other, so their LCM is their product. Okay. So product of 3 and 4 is equal to 12. 3 and 4 is equal to 12. If you divide 12 by 3, then you obtain 4. So 4, and then you multiply 4 to this numerator. 4 1 is 4. Again plus, and when you divide 12 by 4, then you obtain 3. Then this 3 you multiply this numerator. 3 1 is 3. So this way you can see, you find 4 plus 3 upon 12. So 4 plus 3 is equal to what? 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So right here we obtain 7 by 12. You can see if you add the 1 by 3 plus 8, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4, then you obtain 7 by 12. So right here 7 by 12. Clear? So student, I hope all of you understood how to add two like terms. Here we fit. Now we are going to discuss these boxes. How can write? What we write? What person write in these boxes? So for this we can see this 0. This is represent the subtraction. If you subtract these two fractions, then you can fit here. Okay. So for this we subtract here 1 by 2 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 is equal to what? 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. The LCM of 2 by 3 is equal to 6. 3 1 is 3 minus 2 1 is 2. If you subtract 2 from 3, then you have to 1. Yeah, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So you can see this is equal to 1 by 6. So here you can write 1 by 6. Okay. Now for this bracket, this is if you subtract 1 1 by 4 from 1 by 3, the result here you can write. Okay. So let's see what is subtraction between 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. So here you write 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. So 1 by 3 and 1 by 4 both fractions are unlike fraction. Clear? So first we find their LCM. For LCM, 3 is prime numbers and 4 is the composite numbers, and 3 and 4 both are not multiple to each other. So LCM of 3 and 4 is their product. So LCM of 3 into 4 is equal to what? 3 into 4 is equal to 12. You can write here 12. Clear? So 3 you multiply here. 3 4 1 is 4 minus 3 1 is 3. This is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to what? 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Then we obtain 1 by 12. Their fraction is 1 by 12. Okay. So you can fill this brackets two types. You subtract 7 by 12 from 6 by 5 by 6. Then result you can write here. Or you add 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12. The also result you can write here. Both results will be same. So let's see. Suppose we follow this arrow. It means that 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 is equal to, you can write here. Okay. So let's see. 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 is equal to what? You can write. You can see 12 is the multiple of 6. Both fractions are unlike fractions because their diameter are different, and the denominator of both fractions are 6 and 12. 12 is the multiple of 6. So the LCM of 6 and 12, this is equal to what? This is equal to 12. LCM of 6 and 12, this is equal to 12. So we can write here 6 2 is 12, 2 in the 2 plus. Now again, if you divide 12 by 12, then obtain 1. 1 into 1, this is equal to 1. And so 2 plus 3, this is equal to what? 3 by 12. Okay, so in this way you can see, if you sum 1 by 6 and 1 by 12, then you obtain 3 by 12. Okay. Now, if you want to follow these rules, okay, then you subtract 5 by 6, okay, minus 7 by 12. Then you obtain also 3 by 12. So let's see for this rules are. Okay. So if you want to fill this bracket according to this array, okay, it means that you subtract 7 by 12 from 5 by 6. So you can write 5 by 6 minus 7 by 12. This is equal to 1. You can see here the both fractions have unlike terms because their denominator is not equals, and always you can see here 12 is the multiple of 6. Okay, so LCM of 6 and 12 is equal to 12. Right here 12. So 12 6 2 is 12, 5 2 is 10 minus 12 1 is 12, 7 1 is 7. If you subtract 10 minus 7, if you subtract 7 from 10, then you obtain 3. Or you can write 10 minus 7 is equal to 3 by 12. So you can see here this is equal to also here. In both way, we find same result. Clear? So student, I think all of you understood this question. The addition complete the addition subtraction box. Okay. In this question, only follow this array and this thing. If you want to fill this gap, you add 1 by 2 and n by 3. For this we add 1 by 3 and 1 by 4, and for this we add 1 by 6 and 1 by 12, and for this and this we subtract 1 by 2, 1 by 3 from 1 minus 2, 1 by 2, and for this gaps we subtract 1 by 4 from 1 minus 1 by 3. Okay, so I hope all of you understood these questions. Now we are going to discuss next question, question number 6 of this exercise 7.6 chapter 7, factorizations. Okay, so let's see what have in question number 6. This is given that in question number 6 is that a piece of wire 7 meter long broke into two pieces. Okay, one piece was 1 by 4 meter long, and question asked to us how long is the other piece. Okay, so here given in this question the total length of the wire is equal to 7 by 8 meter. Okay, it broke into two parts. First part, the length of wire of first part is 1 by 4 meters. We need to find the length of second part of wire. Okay, so when you subtract length of first of wire from the total length of wire, then you obtain the length of wire of second part. So let's see how to solve these questions. Okay, so just first write the total length of wire. The total length of wire, this is given 7 by 8 meters, and after this, if you broke into two parts, the length of first part of wire is also given 1 by 4 meters. So we need to find the length of second part of wire. This is question number 6. You can write here the total length of piece of wire. Total length of piece of wire is given here. Total length of piece of wire is given here 7 by 8. 7 by 8. Okay, so this piece of wire broke into two parts. The first length of first piece of wire. Okay, you can write the length of first part of wire. Length of first part of wire is equal to 1 by 4 meter. This is given. Total length of piece of wire is 7 by 8 meters. It broke into two parts. So we write the length of first part of wire. After breaking it two parts, so length of first of wire is given 1 by 4 meters, and we need to find here the length of second part of wire. Okay, so we write here length of a second part of wire. This is called to how to find it. We find it if we subtract 1 by 4 from 7 by 8. Okay, so you can write here 7 by 8 meter minus 1 by 4 meter. Because in this question this is given that the length of wire of is 7 by 8 meters, and it broke into two parts. So first part, length of first part of wire is 1 by 4 meter. So length of second part of wire is equal to 7 by 8 meter minus 1 by 4. So you can see 7 by 8 and 1 by 4 both are unlike terms. Both are what? Both are unlike terms, and so their LCM is what the LCM of 4 and 8? 8 is the multiple of 4, so you can say 8 is the LCM of 4 and 8. Here you can write 8. So 8 1 ja 8. This is equal to 7 1 ja 7 minus 4 2 ja 8. 2 1 ja 2. it's become 2 meter. If you separate them, then you obtain 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. So you can see it's become 5 by 8 meter. So hence here you can see the length of wire. The length of second part of wire is 7 by 8 meter. So student, I hope all of you understood these questions. Now we are going to discuss next question. What is the next question? Next question is question number 7 of this exercise 7.6 chapter 7 factorizations. Okay. In question 7 we have a Nandini house is 9 by 10 kilometer from her school. She walked some distance and then took bus for 1 by 2 kilometers to reach school. So how far did she walk? Okay, so here in this question this is given the total distance of Nandini house to her school. Distance which you can write here, distance between house to school is equal to 9 by 10 kilometers, and the distance covered by Nandini, for bus. So here distance covered by bus is equal to 1 by 5 kilometers. To reach the schools you need to find the distance covered by walk. Okay, so let's see how to solve this question. Now we are going to discuss question number 7. What have question number 7? Let's see. So first we write here in question number 7. First we write here distance between house and school. Okay, so we write a distance between house to school. This is equal to 1. This is equal to 9 by 10 kilometer. This is given 9 by 10 kilometer. This is given, and also this is given the distance covered by bus, and distance covered by bus, this is equal to 1 by 4 kilometer. Okay, sorry, this is given 1 by 2 kilometer. Distance covered by bus, this is given 1 by 2 kilometers. Okay, now question asked to us, find the distance covered by Nandini to walk. Walking, what is the walking distance? Okay, so distance we write here distance covered by walk. Okay, so distance covered walk. Okay, so for this we subtract 1 by 2 from 9 by 10, then we obtain walking distance 1 by 2 kilometers. Here you can see both fraction 9 by 2 and 1 by 2 both are unlike terms. So they are first we find their LCM. So what the LCM of 9 and 10 and 2? 10 is the multiple of 2. So the LCM of 10 and 2 is 10. So you can write here this is equal to 10. So 10 1 are 10, 9 1 are 9 kilometer minus 2 5 are 10. So 5 1 are 5 kilometers. If you subtract 9 kilometer from 5 kilometer, sorry, if you subtract 5 kilometer from 9 kilometer, then we obtain the walking distance. So 9 minus 5, this is equal to what? 9 minus 5, this is equal to 4 by 10 kilometer. Or you can say, if you simplify this, you can say this is equal to 2 by 5 kilometer. So students, I hope all of you understood these questions, and that in this question this is given that Nandini house is 9 by 10 kilometer from her school. She walked some distance and then took a bus for 1.2 kilometers to reach school. Okay, how far did she walk? Okay, so here we find walking distance. So we subtract total distance by distance covered by bus. So we subtract 9 by 10 minus 1 by 2. This is equal to 4 by 10. This is equal to 1 by 2 by 5. So student, I hope all of you understood this question. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.